it's working. Enjoy the ceiling for a sec. Let's see. Because I'm sick. Okay. All right, I think I have all the technical stuff figured out. So I can now, let's see. Okay. So the sideway fills it up a little better. Maybe I should put it in the little holder thing. Oh, no, I have an idea. I'll just turn this off for a sec. Feedback. I deal with this feedback issue. Yeah. Feedback. Echo. That's fine. Technical. Oh, geez. Now, okay. Let's just do it this way. I'm trying to get the other speaker to work, but hi, Melon Bee Farms, episode 1, or Melon Bee TV, episode 1. been a weird year. It's definitely been a weird year. This year, there's going to be a lot of growing. As you can see, the other screen here, not there, I don't know, whichever side you're on. Those are cabbages. Those are baby cabbages, and that is one of the goodies that's coming up this week. So let me give a basic idea of what Mill and Bee Farms is. I have a tiny thumbnail of land that I rent in the middle of town, but the goal is to turn it into a fully functioning grow farm space. And one of the things that I am doing towards that goal, and that I started last year a little bit, and I'm working to expand this year, is a seedling CSA, a seedling club, that will allow people to get everything that they need for their garden in one location, including the starts themselves, um, tips and tricks on how to plant them right in this area, updates as to how things are looking, when it's time to do stuff, that sort of thing. Membership includes access to classes, just somewhat. Um, so the idea of Mill and Bee TV is to go through each week and do a quick update as to what is happening, what's going on, what's coming up, what's new, what's fun, what's happening, all that sort of stuff. So Mill and Bee Farm started last year primarily around the CSA, and has now blossomed, grown into something much more. I'm doing a lot of classes. I'll be doing these weekly. So if you are seeing that, oh, cabbages are coming up, what do you do with cabbages? We can talk about cabbage recipes or cabbage preservation, use of cabbage, all that sort of stuff. Plus, how many you should have for the size of family, all that sort of stuff. So lots of information. That's really what this is about. That, and hopefully getting it to a place where I can make some sort of a living off of it. So here we go. In addition to the gardening stuff, I also hand make a lot of household goods, art, craft, jewelry, garden art. So every week I will be putting out just a quick preview of items that are coming up available as well. And if you comment, just hang this thing up just a sec. This is driving my hands nuts. Stay. Okay, that works. My hands are getting tired. There's flopping the camera around. So this light is totally gonna kill my eyes. That feels better. Those are around back there. Yay. So yeah, so this is definitely a technical challenge to get this all set up, because I want to be able to have tours of the garden, looking around my garden, the prep that I'm doing for different areas, why I'm doing it, why I'm choosing the locations that I'm doing. So weekly update on that. And that will include all of the seedlings that are included in the CSA, so you can see right when I'm putting them in the ground and what I'm doing to prep them and all that sort of stuff. So a lot of education. And so the market isn't open this weekend. Grand opening is next weekend, the 12th. And I chose that as a bit of a celebration, or I don't know, celebration is the right word, but I set it for the 12th, partially for the fact that that's the first point at which seedlings will actually be able to possibly get into the ground, or at least functionally go home. And I'll have a little preview of what's probably going to be ready to go when I get on with the tour. But within the anniversary, here it is. March 12th was the day that I became symptomatic and went into isolation. And plan number 2, it's been a roller coaster since then. And I'm not going to be in a position to be able to get back to house cleaning on any sort of significant or sustainable level for a long time, let alone the amount of walking that I did to get myself to cleans and everything. And so I'm getting creative, literally. So I last year started up the market space, and it did well in between the times that I couldn't do it because I was still in recovery and I pushed too hard and I'd lose a week and then try again and I'd lose 3 days. And so so yeah, this year it is a plan, it is a happening, it is a way to move ahead. So I have been working on lots of crafts and goodies and everything, a lot of which are already on my website, craftyki.com, CRAFTYKIKI.com. Interested. Yeah, so I have big plans for next weekend. And so I will be giving a quick tour now. And yeah, about it. Make stuff. I might bake stuff. Although my smell and my taste is off still. And it comes and goes. So I might have cupcakes or mini cupcakes or something along that line, but no guarantees because we're trying to guarantee anything. It could be at this point because I can't smell burning all the time, which is really weird and unfortunate since that is the way that I generally bake is my smell. And it comes and goes and it's weird. It's not there all the time. So not that I lose my smell, it's more like the wiring is still kind of funky. So just like with the different brain exercises and everything that I've done over the last year, try to do smell stuff, but I can't tell if I can smell stuff. It's the same thing with salty. I'll like make soup or something and my roommate will try something. He's like, oh, that's really salty. And I'm like, wow, I can't smell salt. I can't taste salt at all. So yeah, that's fun. So there might be baked goods. I'll have an update on that on next week's episode of Melon B TV. So yeah, let's get on with the tour. I think my heart rate is slowed up enough that I can walk around some, but I have my compression socks on, so that is good. So yeah, I'm gonna turn this camera off for a sec. So I think I've been muted this whole time. No, I haven't been muted. Oh, I can't even tell. So if I sit and talk like this for a long time and there's no sound, just this is how it's going to be. Oh, and now there's cat. So I think the audio will stay on for this one. And I'll turn the camera off. Okay. So I believe on the screen right now, well, it might just say Farmer Kiki on the screen right now, because I still can't tell, but I don't want to wait around the 3 minutes or whatever the lag time is until it actually goes live. So you can hear me well enough. And on screen, you might either be seeing just my name, or you might actually be seeing what I'm intending you to see. We shall see. Those are cabbage starts. Cabbages are really easy plants to grow, but they are not necessarily a plant that's easy to get a large harvest off of. They have, just like other brassicas, they have specific, stand up here, they have specific predators. And also the biggest thing is you have to remember that the actual part you eat, it's a flower. When the plants flower, and they're really, really happy and really, really well watered at the right time and well fed and all that. So there's certain vegetables you should treat as fruits. There's certain vegetables you should treat as flowers. And that makes them a lot easier to grow. So cabbage, I love for salads and slaws. I also love cabbage for, oh, excuse me while I let the cat out so that the entire background sound is not mewling the whole time. Actually, since I'm letting her out, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick look around the market. Although it's cold and rainy, and so it's not going to be the best ever. But here we go. Okay, cat. Hey, Central. Hey, Central. Meow, meow, meow. She's not going to want to go out because it's, like aforementioned said, is rainy. That's the market. That's the greenhouse currently. That's the artichoke growing in for the day. And that is the debris. Oh my God, it is really cold and rainy. But yeah, here's some starts. Those are lupine, cosmos, brassicas. They're all overflow ones. Oh my gosh, it's cold. Yeah, no. Oh, no. It's cold. You coming in, Chantrell? Yeah. Yeah, I know it's wicked cold and rainy, and I don't want to be outside. So that was your full preview of the market space, which is pretty trashed right now. So it's not really worth looking at too right now, anyways. But yes, so now that I'm inside and warmer, because oh my God, I'm gonna have to pull some stuff back inside or just throw a cover over it. The nice thing is with brassicas, I like to plant a lot of them and then harden them pretty severely, because what you end up with then is the hardiest of the starts. Like tomato plants, I will baby like nothing else. Because if you get a tomato plant to live, you're gonna get tomatoes off of it, like almost guaranteed. So I will baby those things and talk to them and tell them they are beautiful. Ugh, getting up on a ladder, so give my heart a second to regulate. Oh, I can do another preview out here from inside. That's great. So let's see if we can see outside at all. Yeah, that is the front yard. And that is the market area. It's just starting to get set up. Okay, so what do we have so far? These are asparagus. Yay! Oh my God. I'm actually really excited about asparagus, although not a huge fan, just be honest. I like anything you could do with asparagus. You can do with garlic or onion. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking? Shoots? No, scapes. Onion or garlic scapes just as effectively. And I like the flavor more. But artichoke or asparagus plants look so cool. They are just wicked cool. They last for a really long time, like 20 years. Plus, you get asparagus out of it. And for people who like asparagus straight out of the ground, oh my God, they will love you forever. And it is the best version. And plus, you can get ones that are like super thick and then wrap those bad boys in bacon and you're good to go. Although I can't eat bacon right now. I think wrapped around asparagus, like it would balance out somehow. Yeah, aren't they cute? So those, as you can see, are still in their sixers. So I need to repot those today. So I will not spend all day yakking about them. So these are the Cosmos. Cosmos, baby Cosmos. And those just got repotted yesterday, so they all look pretty sad. But those are the Sensation Picote, I think. They're from Livingston Seed Company. And I've never grown this particular kind before, but I absolutely fell in love with Cosmos in general last year. And the bees love them. Oh my gosh. I had one little pathetic one that got one flower the entire season, and there was always a bee on it. So there you go. Oh, then we have our first round of snow peas that will be available next weekend for members to pick up. And these were all the ones that were previously started in baggies. And then once they germinate, they go into a sixer. And then the nice thing is they don't have like a really, actually show you. They don't, I mean, they get, once they get to that, they're pretty ready to go in the ground. So yeah, those will be ready for members to pick up next week for very early planting. Those might actually work best if members wanted to take those and put them in something that could be brought in at night. I like to do a 6-inch by 1.5 foot, one of those planters you see on the top there and next to the starts. Little fake terracotta, about that size. You do 3 plants in, and then you can bring them inside because snow peas definitely do not like cold weather that much. And if you want to have any fruit off of them, it's best to just keep them inside for a while. And then lavenders possibly starting to come up. I do not think the passion fruit are going anywhere. Here are this is the same mix that I did last year. Again, these are Cosmos, and they are Which ones are these? Oh, these are the Sensation Mix. So these are the ones from Ed Hume Seeds that I actually did last year. Again, bees love these. They are so bright and beautiful, and they reseed themselves readily. And if you deadhead regularly, you will have enough seeds to have a friggin' like garden of just cosmos. So I like cosmos and bachelor buttons and the little shorter marigolds. Onions still need to be repotted. Oy vey. Chives, those are going in the ground today. I think I repotted for about 6 hours yesterday, and I just got through the brassicas. But there were a lot of brassicas. So here are the artichokes. This is first round of artichokes. These are all voluntary ones. 3 of them are going strong. These 2 are still holding on. I know the weird thing about artichokes, and I just learned this last year, and it made me so sad. And this is just the first round that I started from seeds that I saved from my stuff last year. I still am going to be doing a round of ones. It's going to be larger than this, but I did it. These are the ones that survived off of the head that sprouted itself. Usually I would look at that and be like, oh, that's dead. That's totally dead. Throw it away. Throw it away. But check out this one. Oh, it's dead. It's dead. I don't know if you can see. If I can get you to see. See that in the middle? That little bugger is alive. And as a perennial plant, they are much hardier. And the thing is, if I put these 2 in the ground, I will probably have 2 artichokes. This one, probably dead, but I'll give it another couple days. This is sage. This is one of 2 trays of sage I have. And these will be ready to go out this next week as well. I did a little close up on this guy just yesterday. You could already see those leaves are going to town. So give that another week and they will be super duper ready to go. And pretty and bright green and fabulous. Sage, of course, is what makes sausage. And it's also delicious with lots of other stuff, including chicken and pasta, all sorts of stuff. So sage, and then this is just a clover pot that was voluntary. That yeah, clover's great. It's the nitrogen fixer in your garden. It's a good ground cover. Actually was common up into recent decades or whatever, to have a grass and clover garden. And so that is actually what I'm going for in my garden. I have clover seed this year that I will just spread throughout the grass. And that helps with nitrogen fixing. That helps with the elimination of unicropping, which is what grass is. So there we go for that. Onions again, those are needing to go in the ground. Those are yellow onions. This is my breakfast bucket, which is coffee and egg shells, which I grind up, a little toasting and then grind up, and then that goes in for tomatoes and stuff. So this is a bunch of what I did yesterday. You saw some of it outside, but these are baby broccoli. Wait, no, these are baby cauliflower. I should read the labels. Yeah, baby cauliflowers on this side. I will grow a couple cauliflower. Still not I haven't really grown them that much or that often. I like to try to get a couple for the holidays. But they are a cool plant. And then back there, that's some purple broccoli. And then over there, that is all purple broccoli. And those are still in sixers right there. Because why do you keep begging to go outside? You're not going to go. Just stop. Stop. All right, so there's the other tray that's in there. And this is another tray of cabbage. And then we'll go right on past. What do we have here? We have Brussels sprouts. And so basically the idea is as things grow, they're moved into larger containers, but to conserve space, I leave one in each of the sixers. Like a lot of these, for my craft afternoon yesterday, I did all the repotting. There was up to like 7 or 8 in a lot of these, and so they all got thinned, and then the thinnings got replanted into bigger containers, and so I end up with these guys still growing fine in the smaller pots, and then these guys that, because they are now in a larger pot, will tend to grow faster. And there's actually a whole tray of these guys outside right now. And Brussels sprouts, another one, like you mix anything with bacon and they're good. But Brussels sprouts are really good raw in like salads and slaws and stuff. Plus, mostly the plants are just really cool. They're this like big central stalk with like little baby cabbages growing up the side in like a spiral. So even if you don't necessarily like Brussels sprouts, they're still a really cool plant to have in the garden. And another one of those things that if you've never had something straight out of your own garden or out of a friend's garden or something, I guess you don't really know if you like it or not, because if you grew up on those strawberries that are just white in the middle but huge, and then you taste a real strawberry, it is a revelation. Oh, and then we get back to more cabbage. So yeah, I have a lot of cabbage. And again, cool leafy plant. These all got thinned out, so there's a whole tray of that size. Those guys. Yeah, so I think that is it for the seedlings that are potentially going to be available to members. If members want to message me, you can comment here or message me on whatever platform you want to. I'm around on Instagram at Crafty Kiki Apocalypse, and I'm on Twitter as Crafty Kiki the Crafter. That's that. Oh my gosh, everything's like so close, but not quite. What else? Yeah, I think that is the seedling stuff. Go to craftykiki.com/garden to find out more about what we have available coming up in the garden stuff. But for now, let's do a little preview of the crafting stuff before my phone dies. So if I disappear suddenly, oh, hey baby, hello. So that is Chanterelle. That's the fireplace. Oh, here's a better shot. Oh, oh, hi. Do you love the fire? The myth, those are garlic blooms and carrot tops from the garden that I did as a dried flower display. You're just fascinated. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille. Meow, meow. Hi. Hello. Hello. Before the cat's not all over. Here's the garden in the front room. So first here, oh yeah, there's my breakfast dishes. We have this set of a quilt and 2 pillows, and these are rag stuffed, so they're like nice and heavy and squishy. And so they're solid on the one side, and they are quilted with a piggy and a cow on the other side. And then I should fold this the other way, huh? There we go. And then we have the whole quilt. Ooh, don't look at that yet. Here's the quilt. It's got the farmers and the nice big size one. Exact dimensions, I don't know, but it's geese, sheep. So yeah, nice big squishy. That is a Farm Joy in red rust and plaid. That is that. Let's see, what are we working on here? Other than the soup that I had earlier. These are all eggs. We're working on some Easter stuff. These are going to be 2 chick pillows, and then a little chick pillows. And this is probably my favorite one at this point. Put it up here. Here's a bun ball. Blue fur. Nice and weighted at the bottom so it sits up straight. Doot, doot, doot. That's a bun ball. So I have those and have a couple pink ones, another couple blue ones. Those are all going to be available for market. And yeah, those are all so nice and tight together. Work was a centerpiece or some cute little addition to an Easter basket. Those are fun. Yeah, so the Easter eggs. I'm doing an egg toss game as well. Cat who apparently cannot handle not being center of attention. Yeah, she is the same color as the floor. Let's see, what else do I have? So that is that. Those. Oh, I have one more thing to share with y'all before we call it a day. And that is, oh, actually, just for fun. So these, well, this is some red clover that I'm going to split and put into a couple different containers. But these are potato starch. So I like to do them. If it's only if the potato, I do it by the number of plugs. They're probably not called plugs, but so that little guy, that is your living part of the plant. And potato at this point is just food, which is why they get all weird and scriggly. And so as you can see on this one, there's only the one that's like really, really started. So that one stays whole and that'll be planted straight up. So that guy's on the up and he'll have all of his, let's see, where's the camera? Has all the little root starts on it. So that's gonna be a happy little plant. And so then for bigger stuff, what you have to worry about when you cut potatoes before you plant them is this exposed area. If you cut it and put it directly in the ground, I find they tend to get a little moldy. They tend to get a little, yeah. So I like to, based on the size of the potato and everything, with each good little start thing like that, cut it into cut that one piece off. So the potato could be 2, 3, 4 pieces depending.
And then leave it until this has like, I mean, literally a skin will reform where the whole thing is dry. And so I think these guys are actually ready to go in the ground. Maybe I'll stream that later. This guy is definitely ready to go in the ground. He's like, I am a plant at this point. And potatoes, I love little, trying to turn the picture off. Thanks, phone. For potatoes, I like doing little fabric baskets. They just make everything so much easier. Plus, you can move them around as necessary. And I will, yeah, I'll probably just show how to do that a little later. But I had one other thing I was going to show you if I can. Oh, here it is. So doing a bunch of garden charms, and most of them are bike derived garden charms. I started deconstructing bike parts and making new stuff out of them a couple years ago, using the donations of my buddy Jason, who owned a bike shop in town. And so I'm continuing to do that now. And so one of the new fun little things I've been doing recently is epoxy resin casting and everything. So I'll show you just one of the pieces that I have going at this point. It's gonna be hard as hell to show because it's really long, but yeah, it's a wrapped wire hook. And then I use multiple pieces, this guy right in the middle here, multiple pieces of chain base, and then little custom made resin pieces. This one is a dice, and they all have green seed beads in them. Get any kind of focus on that. But yeah, then chain coming down. And so the idea with these is that, first of all, they age beautifully. I have so many in my garden. Let's see if I can get a shot of that. And basically the idea is just to hang them, and they offer a little bit of, oh, there's one of my candle holders. It's also a bike stuff and coolness. Oh, you can't see them from here anyways. My trees out front have a bunch hanging and they look really cool and I like them and it's fun. So I think here's my studio. Yeah, so that is what's going on at this point at Mill and Bee Farm. Lots of growing stuff, lots of sewing stuff, and lots of making and everything. So I better get to it because I have a ton of stuff that needs to be repotted today. And I hope everyone is well. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them below. Dirty nails, I have farmer nails. Yeah, and like I said, if you'd like more information about the Seedlings CSA, feel free to message or comment or go to my website. And yeah, that is that. Looking forward to next week. Very busy week coming up, getting lighting going, getting cover going. Hoping it's not going to rain next weekend so that we can actually have a good market area, but I'll be open rain or shine. So hope everyone has a really, really wonderful day. And yeah, even if it's not sunny, it can look sunny if you're hiding inside. Yeah, I think that's about it. Bye.